Hi, it's Michael Dermer, and we're here to talk about a lesson we call 100 hours of work and 10 hours of time. Probably sounds familiar, right? So what do we really mean when we say 100 hours of work and 10 hours of time? You know, all of us as entrepreneurs have much more to do than we actually have time. We wake up every day going, I have hundreds and hundreds of tasks to do, and it's just me, or it's just me and half of another resource, or just me and an advisor, right? So when that happens, right, how do you handle not feeling overwhelmed every single day? Well, here's what I think you should do. First of all, when you go into the office, whether the office is your bedroom or a Starbucks or a workspace, wherever it is, right, you really have to say that day, what are the 7 things I'm going to do today? I know I have a list of 100, but what are the 7 that I'm going to do today? And when you decide on what those 7 are, focus on those 7 that day, okay? Don't get me wrong, leave a little space in your day for some other things that might come up. But what you can't do is think about the other 93, okay? I know when I started my business in healthcare, we were probably 2 years away from our first dollar of revenue when we started. Imagine all the different things that you could think about along the way. If I didn't go to work every day and say, I'm going to knock off these particular things, right, we'd never get anywhere. So when you really think about it, if you don't focus on the 7, right, and while you're thinking about the 7, you're actually worrying about all the 93, look at what happens, right? Not only are you not doing the 93, you're actually not doing the 7, and if you are, you're not doing them very well. And remember, what allows us to make progress, right, is when we feel like each and every day we're moving the ball forward, right? So knocking off those 7, and don't get me wrong, some days it'll be 6, some days you won't get there, but at least you're focused on the ones that are there. One of the best analogies I ever heard about this was from a movie that Tom Hanks was in called Apollo 13, right? And if you remember Apollo 13, the spaceship is damaged and they're about to re-enter the Earth's atmosphere, and they're going through a checklist to try to figure out if they're going to make it. And in the beginning, one of his co-pilots says to him, what if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? And Tom Hanks says, listen, we need 113 things to go right. We're on number 9. Work the problem. Right? And that's what you have to do as entrepreneurs. We say all the time, you got to be a better entrepreneur. Well, this is an example of being a better entrepreneur. It's not a better entrepreneur to get distracted by the 93 things you can't do anything about. It is being a better entrepreneur, picking your 7, focusing on them, and doing a good job and moving the ball forward. Okay? In this lesson, we'll spell out a whole different set of techniques to try to keep you focused on the 7, right? In addition to the video that you just watched.